Just real interesting stuff to see how she has maintained that level of volleyball as long as she has. Orlando's 2 points away from the first set. Schwann on the run, puts that ball away. Nice out-of-system ball.
Courtney Schwann is very talented.
Won the first set every single time. Off speed by Edmond. Josia sets the out-of-system, and Abercrombie will get the final say in set number 1.
I like the fact that the Valkyries are targeting Leah Edmond. They're not able to really set up that well for offensive power. Brittany Abercrombie just finishing the play in the way that she does. This team does not quit. I would never expect them to lay down and roll over.
Regular season champions a season ago. It's a roster that's got a little bit of a different flavor, but those veterans that inspired that run last year are largely all back. Leah Edmond, Morgan Hentz, of course. Shelly Fanning is still part of the team even though she's on season-ending IR. Off the backside, there's Dixon.
It's a good setting decision by Mia Tuaninga, reversing the flow so well approach. She's got her arm swinging exactly like it's going to be if she's going to attack, and at the last moment she drops her shoulder, drops her elbow, and tips it to the right spot.
I mentioned earlier in the show when she dropped in a couple of aces in a row that she was tops at Washington State in aces. She's also top 5 in kills. Brittany Abercrombie continues to pace not just Orlando, but the Pro Volleyball Federation, and she can score from literally anywhere.
And with the triple block in front of her as well, she identifies the hands of the blocks very well, drops the pinky, and swings away.
6-point lead for Orlando, make it 5. Once again, Madison, I've been impressed with how Atlanta has weathered the storm and fought back. It looks like they might run out of time, but we'll see if they can chew into this lead a little bit more.
And you know what that's from? That's from experience and leadership. They have such solid leadership on the Vibes side.
Speaking of that veteran leadership, there's Leah Edmonds.
But it looks like she blocked the ball out. From our vantage point, it looks like it was in, but just not able to wrap around that ball, point those palms, angle those arms into the court.
There's Edmond going back to work offensively, dug by Josia. Timmer, good work in the back row for number 7. And Wida off speed, hence will set the out-of-system for Beeson. Backside, Abercrombie. A built-in 1-2.
Cycle it back, but no, Leah Edmond just lit up that block.
The first player to commit to the Pro Volleyball Federation over a year ago, Leah Edmond, has been in many ways the face of the operation. And one of the bright young faces, Natalie Foster, continues to make a name for herself against Atlanta tonight.
What I like about Natalie Foster is that she's unfazed. She's very calm. That's her 10th kill, hitting well over 500.
Service error there by Lindsay van der Weide. 9 kills, 7 digs for Beeson so far in this one. Schwann off speed, picked up by Edmond. And Corey Lewis, an open net. She knows what to do with it.
And talk about athletic. Corey Lewis didn't even have her approach in front of her. She wasn't even moving forward. She had to reach behind her to snap on that ball. It takes a lot of body control to be able to get that ball in.
Lewis, who cracked the all-star list as a rookie. Trying to get going here in this match. Orlando's trying to get going in this set, and they have been spinning their wheels, to say the least. And with that attack error, that...
For the Valkyries, who are now trailing by 8, but you mentioned Pia Timmer, and you brought it up during the break. That was her 16th dig. She's playing phenomenal volleyball in middle back, and we're only in set 3. Imagine if this gets pushed to extra sets.
She has taken a lot in that back row. She has handled a lot of heat, especially from Abercrombie. And you can see the confidence starting to build in Corey Lewis back in the...
For the vibe, but It's the vibe that's been the most clean, the most consistent this set. And sometimes it's contagious.
It's funny how often that happens, isn't it?
It is, it is. It's mental for sure. You're going back, you're thinking about that other missed serve. Mental game is huge.
High reach there for Natalie Foster. Had to go off speed with it, and Timmer just shoves that ball through the block. How big has she been?
She's been phenomenal, front row and back row, extending plays for her team, and that was very athletic. She had to transition off the net very quickly. She didn't have her full approach in front of her, but the power on that tip made it impossible to dig.
That is kill number 11 to go along with 16 digs.
Double-double.
For Pia Timmer. Yeah, you got it. And how about an ace serve?
The last time these two teams played, I said it before, Pia Timmer, 2 kills on 13 attempts. She has elevated her game drastically, and that's been the difference maker in this set.
Not only does she have that double-double, Madison, that is her 3rd ace of the match. Vanderweide with a nice swing there. That'll be her 2nd kill. Atlanta still has a couple handfuls of set points.
Vicini got a little tied up there in the middle, running with Natalie Foster on that gap set, jumping with Natalie Foster, opening up a one-on-one situation.
First 2 sets of this match were lopsided. Orlando won them 25-17 and 18. And with that swing by Merritt Beeson, the vibe exacts some revenge in
Kraft. Merritt Beeson, so they've got a bunch of pieces that are working together well. Not to mention Pia Timmer has stepped up tremendously.
Crowd's trying to inspire the Valks, getting as loud as they have been at any point tonight, as Lindsay Vanderweide gets a shove from Nora Sis. Amy Pauley's digging deeper and deeper into the bench, replacing both of her left pins in that timeout.
Just displaying the full depth of the Valkyries. They've got a stacked bench.
So it's Sis and Vanderweide in for Schwann and an eye. Great defense. You like the effort. Beeson couldn't. Bolt 6 doing a little flexing there, showing us just how close it is and just how good that read was. Overpass, put down. McKenna Vicini. And at this point in time, this timeout by Orlando, look, you want to have a never say die attitude, right, Madison? You want to say, if you're interested, the Fury are taking on the Mojo in about 10 or so minutes out in San Diego. The Fury, who have been one of the hotter teams in the league of late, have won 4 of their last 5. That would have been 4 contacts, speaking of the number 4, by Atlanta. It's a much needed point for the Valks.
And the Valkyries were not happy with that second contact. They said it looked a little dirty, it was spinning. They wanted that double contact call, but they didn't have to because they got the point.
Abby Henson goes back to serve, and Marley Montserrat duped the defense again.
And that was great decision making because Abby Hansen is in left back. She knows Abby Hansen as a middle is not used to digging that on-2 shot. So very solid, smart decision making.
Sis, off serve, receive. Everything about that was picture perfect for Nora Sis.
Nora Sis is 6'1", but she has a really high vertical, and she uses it every time she attacks with a whole lot of momentum in her approach, swinging high and over the block.
Misconnection there by Atlanta. And just like that, the lead is down to 5.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout from Atlanta if the Valkyries get this next point or the point after.
Edmond up ahead to Montserrat, and that is dug out of play by Brittany Abercrombie.
No need for the timeout. Corey Lewis is on it in this 4th set. She's got 2 kills on 2 attacks. hitting 100%.
That'll work.
That'll work. That'll do. That's definitely taking advantage of whenever you get set.
Set points for Atlanta. That's one gone. And that'll send Nora Sis back to serve. Monserrat on the run. Vanderweide off the top of the block. Edmonds will send us to a fifth and final set here in Central Florida.
This is an Atlanta vibe team.
Throw and relieve Natalie Foster. Timmer, dug by Brown. Look at the effort plays that Orlando is making on defense in the fifth. Timmer picked up by Abercrombie. Vanderweide on the attack. Beeson off the D-ball. Abercrombie launches from the back. Abby Hansen, the UCF alumna in her home gym, puts the Bucks up by 2.
This is an all-out battle. This is a war. The defense on both sides of the net has been incredible. And Abby Hansen with that heads-up play, taking advantage of that. Adora Anai, Lindsay Vanderweide took her spot and has been phenomenal.
7 kills now for Lindsay Vanderweide off the bench. And look at Merritt Beeson. Beeson has done literally everything she can offensively to keep Atlanta within touch after Orlando has flipped the momentum. She has led the charge for the Vibe here over the last handful of points.
15 kills, tying with Pia Timmer, 15 kills. Leah Edmond, 14 kills. They're spreading out the ball well, but you're right. Merritt Beeson has put her full display of offensive weapons on display.
Aiko Jones back in as a serve sub here for Atlanta. Abby Hansen dug by Timmer. Abercrombie dug by Timmer. And we got a meet and greet with Leah Edmond. No way we're gonna get in the way of her trying to make a play like that. But alas, it is match point for the Bouts.
That is how hard Leah Edmond goes. Almost crawling up onto the table. I so respect her work ethic.
And back to work offensively, and that is a worthy fist pump there for Edmonds.
Leah Edmond is wired differently. She's a workhorse. She's so powerful. She swings so aggressively. She has all of the intangibles. I could go on and on about Leah Edmond, but she puts this team on her back game in and game out. This is a must-have point.
And Orlando is a side out away. Match point number 2. Swan. And Orlando find the fight and find a way. The vibes are high in Central Florida tonight.